Hi, I'm Nate Bauer with AM Leonard, and today we're visiting one of our local partners, Natorp's Nursery and Landscaping here in Mason, Ohio. Liz, you were one of the first in the area to use root pouch. What were some of the features that appealed to you, and how has it worked for you?
Well, the reason I was interested in the root pouch, I do a lot of research on, the health of tree roots. Growing in solid-sided pots is it's a no-brainer. That's the way we've produced plants forever.
Right.
It's easy. We know how to use that system, but it sometimes can produce root defects, especially in woody plants. And there's been a lot of press on that, and I get pushback from customers that have wanted trees grown in some kind of root pruning product, something that's going to produce a healthier root system. I've never been happy with the fabric pouches that I've seen other places, limitations on what you could grow, how you could grow in them. So when AM Leonard introduced me to the root pouch product, I immediately knew that was something that finally we could probably use in our pot and pot operation. I was impressed by how sturdy the fabric seemed to be, and especially those handles, because when you're growing in a pot and pot, trying to get a fabric pouch out, you almost have to have knuckles of steel to lift a big heavy tree. So having those handles on there was like a ding ding. And so I was immediately ready to try it at that point.
Okay. So how have you used the root pouch here?
Well, we tried it on a limited basis, and we tried it in both in the pot and on spray stakes in our Japanese maple growing area. We took one crop and did side-by-side comparison just to see how they did. And then I also took some of the fussier native trees and tried those in the root pouch just to see if the better aeration would help them progress.
In your side-to-side comparisons, what did you find between root pouch and the standard process?
Right. We didn't necessarily see a difference in the top growth of the two. What I did really, what did impress me is when we pulled these pouches out, and they fit actually tightly down into the sockets. So you don't necessarily get that air pruning when you use them down in a socket pot. But we had just and serviceberry was the crop that we tested. They're not exactly aggressive rooters. And when we pulled this pouch out, it was just covered with fibrous roots that were growing through the fabric. What that told me was that this really was a healthy way to grow a root system, and also that fabric was not going to be a barrier to the plant if you decided to plant it out, without removing the fabric. And that's the next thing that we want to try. We're going to take some of that crop and plant it out and see how biodegradable it is, and provide all this data to our customers who might want to use the pouch that way.
So how have your customers responded to the pouch?
Well, like I said, we did very few crops this first spring. It was our first trial. They're very excited at the prospect. One of our largest customers is a community tree planting group out of Indianapolis. They've been asking a long time for this product, and so they're anxious for us to produce a lot of the native trees that they like to buy in the root pouch.
So when do you expect to be able to bring that to your customers?
Well, of course we have the serviceberry, we have sourwood, and we have American beech in the pouches now. Those will be ready for next year, and then with our spring production season we'll be doing a lot more of the native trees in the 10 or 15 gallon root pouch size. Those would be ready to ship next fall.
Have you seen the advantages of root pouch in storing and handling?
Well, we ordered just a small sample this last spring, so we don't really have data there, but it always occurred to me that probably that was going to be a huge benefit. You know, the last shipment of 10 and 15 gallon pots, an entire truckload was needed to bring in maybe 3,000 pots. If 3 small bales of these root pouches would accommodate the same production capacity, that would be huge.
Well, Liz, thanks for your time. Thanks for letting us come out and visit. And here's to a long partnership with Leonard and Natorp's.
Absolutely, I've enjoyed it. I really appreciate the busy person. I appreciate when somebody brings something new to my attention, and root pouch and floor can have both been winners for us.
Good.
Great, thanks.
A.M. Leonard, experience with thousands of other horticultural professionals already know. Great tools, great service, great value.